The ordinary life that hinted at lies. Emma Carson lived quietly in Clearwater Ridge, a small town nestled between rolling hills and quiet forests. Her life was simple: a modest apartment, a job as a local reporter, and evenings spent with her two younger brothers and a cat named Whiskers. For years, nothing ever happened. Her articles were small community events, local fairs, charity drives. She liked it that way. Life was peaceful, predictable. Until the day she noticed something strange. Her last article on zoning corruption disappeared. No email. No rejection. Nothing. She called her editor. He acted confused. "What article? Did you write one?" Emma felt a chill. Something was off. Someone didn't want the truth told. That night, while sipping tea on her porch, a crumpled envelope appeared in her mailbox. Inside, a handwritten note. "If you stay silent, everyone will pay the price. Do not ignore this." Emma stared at it for hours, realizing life as she knew it was about to change. The anonymous voice. The following day, Emma received a phone call from an unknown number. "My name is Jonah Reeves," whispered the voice. "I used to work inside the Ridge Communications Board. You're right. Things are being hidden. Dangerous things. And they're already watching you." Emma's hands shook. "Why me?" "Because you are one of the few who still seeks truth," Jonah said. "Meet me tomorrow at the old Mill Creek Bridge. I'll explain everything. No one else can help you." Emma hung up. Fear pulsed through her, but curiosity overpowered it. She knew she couldn't turn back now. The midnight meeting. Under a crescent moon, Emma arrived at the abandoned bridge. Jonah emerged from the shadows, clutching a thick folder. "They're rewriting the story, Emma," he whispered. "Not just local corruption. They're manipulating entire communities. If we stay silent, more will be hurt." He handed her a USB drive. "Everything you need is here. But once you open it, there's no going back." Suddenly, lights from an approaching car reflected off the river. Jonah's face tightened. "They found me. Run." Emma didn't hesitate. She sprinted through the cold mist, USB in hand, as shadows chased her along the riverbank. The hidden conspiracy. Safe at home, Emma plugged in the USB. Hundreds of documents, recordings, maps, and emails filled her screen. At the top, Project Curtain Operation Silence. Videos of meetings between government officials, corporate executives, and media managers showed deliberate attempts to suppress stories, manipulate public perception, and remove anyone who spoke out. The worst part, her name appeared on multiple files as a possible leak target. Emma gasped. This wasn't just corruption. This was a full-scale, organized effort to control truth and people. Seeking help. Emma needed allies. She reached out to Pastor Luke Bennett, a respected figure in Clearwater Ridge, known for his community outreach and ethical guidance. Luke listened without interrupting. "Emma, truth has a price," he said. "But if no one stands, the darkness wins." Emma's eyes filled with tears. "I'm scared. What if I fail?" Luke placed a firm hand on her shoulder. "Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is standing when you're afraid." The podcast that began the storm. Luke revealed an old basement studio used for emergency broadcasts. "We go live tonight," he said. "Millions will listen." Emma hesitated. "Millions? Are you sure we're ready?" Luke smiled. "Truth doesn't wait. Neither should we." That night, Emma broadcasted the evidence. Files, recordings, and Jonah's testimony. Clearwater Ridge went silent for hours. Then, the messages came flooding in. "I knew something was wrong with the local council. They silenced my cousin for asking questions. Thank you for exposing them." The truth was now alive, spreading faster than anyone imagined. Retaliation. Minutes after the broadcast, the church lights flickered. Doors creaked open. Heavy footsteps echoed upstairs. Someone was inside. Luke whispered, "They've found us." Emma grabbed the USB. "We can't fight them here." Luke nodded. "Go. Protect the evidence." Emma ran through a back alley as shouts and footsteps chased her. The wind bit her face, but determination powered her legs. She knew the world needed this story, no matter the danger. National exposure. Emma met a trusted journalist in a neighboring city. Within hours, the files were verified and uploaded to secure servers. News outlets picked up the story. Social media erupted. National television ran segments. Project Curtain became a trending topic. People demanded answers, investigations began, and the once silent town became a hub of scrutiny. Emma watched it unfold, overwhelmed. From a small-town reporter to a national symbol of courage, her life would never be the same. The threats escalate. As attention grew, so did the threats. Anonymous calls. Cars following her. Threatening letters. One night, she returned home to find her mailbox stuffed with a single ominous note. "Stop or suffer the consequences." Her body shook. But Emma didn't fold. Fear was temporary. Truth was permanent. The investigation. Investigators arrived in Clearwater Ridge, interviewing officials, reviewing emails, and verifying Emma's evidence. A local whistleblower, previously silenced, stepped forward. Others followed. The dominoes of deception began to collapse. Emma testified. Her voice was strong, unwavering. Every lie she exposed was meticulously documented, every threat recorded. The town watched in awe as one ordinary woman challenged a system of lies and began to win. Standing up for the community. Emma and Pastor Luke started weekly broadcasts, educating the town on accountability and civic responsibility. Schools invited her to speak. The message was simple: truth matters, and ordinary people can make it powerful. The community rallied, demanding reforms, transparency, and justice. Even Jonah, previously in hiding, returned to thank Emma, realizing she had transformed fear into action. The final confrontation. Months later, Emma faced a courtroom full of powerful figures. Charges were brought against those manipulating Project Curtain. Her statements, evidence, and courage exposed the conspiracy fully. The judge ruled in favor of public transparency, and those responsible faced legal consequences. Emma stepped out of the courthouse. Flashing cameras, reporters shouting, and citizens cheering. The small-town reporter had become a national symbol. The legacy. Years later, Emma's story became part of school curricula. Podcasts retold her journey. Communities across the nation drew inspiration from her courage. Emma returned to Clearwater Ridge, visiting the Children's Community Center that had almost been destroyed by corruption. She smiled as kids ran and laughed, safe because she refused to stay silent. "Courage isn't loud," she told them. "Courage is refusing to let fear control your actions." Her legacy was clear: one voice can topple lies. One person's bravery can inspire generations. The lesson for the world. Emma often reflected on the journey. She had faced fear, threats, and danger, but the truth prevailed. She realized standing up is never just about yourself. It's about everyone who can't. The podcast, the news coverage, and her speeches ensured one message remained eternal. If you see injustice, act. If you see lies, speak. If you are afraid, remember that courage is stronger than fear. Her quiet life was gone, but in its place, she built a movement, a legacy, a lesson, and the world listened.